Hi friends, here we are talking about syntax of Xargs command with examples. See, we can use Xargs in two ways. This is the first syntax and this is the second syntax. So simply directly you can use Xargs command for your required command, or some command output, then pipeline, then your Xargs command with required command. Be clear here. For this command purpose only we are using Xargs, because Xargs converts input into arguments. So those arguments we will use in our required command in this place. And here, suppose if you don't use your required command, then by default Xargs will assume that command as echo. And suppose if your required command needs some initial arguments, then you can take like this. We will see that. And the options for Xargs command are these all are. And here we will go with the lowercase options, and in next video we will see about uppercase and this -0 option. Now let me explain them with examples. See, suppose I have a file in which I have file names. Now I want to create all these file names from this file. See, there are different ways. You can use loops, or you can directly substitute all these names in touch command, or you can utilize Xargs command. Basically, the best choice is Xargs command in this case. Let me show you how we can do it. See, Xargs -a. Then this -a option is useful to read your required arguments from a file. So in this file, these all are arguments. So it is going to read all arguments from this file. And then our required command is touch, because touch is going to create files. Now Xargs command reads arguments from this file and supplies them as input arguments for touch command. Now see the result. These three files are created. Now let me remove all these files. See, same command I am rerunning, but now I am giving -t option extra. Now see the result. It is going to display the command, which command it is going to execute. See, basically it is going to execute touch command, then all the file names from this file, these three file names. So it has been created those three files. Now once again let me remove all these three files. Now before executing this command, if you want to provide confirmation like yes or no, then you can take -p option for this Xargs. See that? Now it is asking confirmation. Do you want to execute this command or not? If I say no, then see, there are no files. These three files are not created. Now let me rerun. I am giving confirmation yes. Now see that these three files are there. And here, see, -a option needs input file name in which you are having your required files, suppose for this touch command. And -t and -p are just like flag options. So that's why you can club them like this, -tp. Now suppose I am taking empty files.txt. I don't have any inputs in this file. See? Now, if I use this file as input file, now see that touch command, but there are no arguments for that, but still it is asking yes or no confirmation. So during this case, actually there are no files, nothing but there are no arguments for your command from these files. So in that case, by default, I don't want to execute the command. So for that, you can add one more option called or. See that? Now it is not executing. Directly it is exiting. So instead of empty files.txt, suppose if you give some file name where you have some information like files in that. Now see, it is working. So as of now, whatever the xargs command syntax we used, that is first one. Same command, same syntax, you can also use in the second way also. See, suppose instead of giving inputs from this file, what I do is I will read that file first. Pipeline xargs. Now I don't need -a option. -a option if you want to read arguments from a file. Now instead of that, I want to read from standard input using pipeline. So we are reading the file first and then pipeline, nothing but this output we are going to provide as an input for next command. But here, to convert this output as an argument for touch command, we are taking the help of xargs. That's it. Now instead of reading your arguments from a file, what I do is I can take directly echo command. Let's say I am going to create first file, second file, third file. See that it is going to create first, second and third files. Yes, it has been created. See here, by default, any command assumes arguments are separating with spaces or white space characters like space, new line and tab. And as of now, your arguments are separating with space. Now let's say instead of space, if I take colon, then how it is going to work? It is going to taking this entire thing as one argument, nothing but one file name. See the result? But whenever if you have your custom delimiter between your arguments, then we can split arguments based on that delimiter by taking -d option in xargs. Suppose I am going to create, let's say 5, 6, some other file names. Xargs -tp or your wish whether you want to take or not. Now -d colon. Now assume that arguments are separating with the colon. So now in this colon is there in two places so that you are going to get 3 arguments. Then see here, if you observe, it is going to create $7/n. That is because at the end of this command, by default echo command goes to next line. And anyway, you are taking now delimiter as colon. That's why next line is going to take as input, as an argument. So that's why whenever if you are using echo command, be careful for your custom delimiter. If you are using echo command, then don't forget to take echo -n option. That's it. Now see that 5, 6, 7, 3 separate files are created. And not only echo, not only cat command. Suppose if I take, let's say, sequence 1 to 100. Actually, you are going to get 1 to 100 numbers. Now with these numbers, I want to create file names. Then simply xargs -tp or that is your wish whether you want to take -tp or not. Then you don't need to take any delimiter because by default any command assumes arguments are separating with white space characters, means it could be a space or new line or tab. So now directly touch command. See that it is going to create these many number of files at a time. If you say yes, it is going to create all files at a time. Yes, it has been created all files at a time. Now same command, suppose I am rerunning in this way. sequence 1 to 100, 1 to 100 files with numbers as names I want to create. But while running my command, touch command, at a time I want to execute this command for, let's say, 5 files. See that? At a time it is going to create 5 files. That's it. Now let me cancel it. Suppose at a time I want to create 10 files. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. So at a time if you create 10 files, 100 files you can create in 10 batches. That's it. So be clear, here you can take any command which needs input as an arguments, like curl command, make directory, remove command, echo command, kill command. So we have some commands, right? All those commands you can take here. And for those commands, if you are expecting standard input as an arguments, then we are taking the help of Xargs. That's it. Okay, thank you.